with the Sharks.
Nigga count like that may go crazy in the dog. Put my trust in the ball. One in my garage. Mm-hmm. When they go there, talking to my spirit. I'm bad. That boy bad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, ski. Ain't never been no ass kissing. Ain't no ass nigga. Ain't never been with her. It's all on my name. I'm spoon. Proud of me or not, you can get it out the thought. Oh, popular. Man, nah, stopping us. Hungry. You know what I own. You left me. You taking my home. Left me in the town. But no one gets surprised. Oh. Christmas on yay. Oh, sound with me. Sound with me. You sound with me. Yeah, then I went to Dubai. He's on Riyadh 2 hours.
NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Brady to throw again. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Ronald Jones from 10 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. A check down here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He get. Slam.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Check.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A handoff to Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Rodgers again now. He hits Adams complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
I can't believe they even let you.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Cousins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to the ground, Cook.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
He will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Nwangwu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. That is caught by Thielen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Boyd showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson now. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First down, here's Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work this one to about the 38.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Handoff comes to Cook. And down to the 36-yard line here.
2nd down and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Cousins to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jackson to throw.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's your motherfucking mind. What the fuck are you talking about? You want to do what?
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
We should do that when we go to Vegas.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Should be able to go with you.
Hey, 66. 45's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back in Alabama.
Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
They're running it. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. All right, T, let's, all right, T.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for only a couple.
Hey, check it. Good hit, man. 45, 45.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady.
We own them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
45's the mic. 3 buzz. Easy.
Again, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now, Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hey, I'm coming. Joker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
2nd and 12.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Touchdown! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Like those shoes?
Huh?
Do you think Mark like those shoes? No, I'm just asking.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On play action, it's Brady.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
This is caught by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Bernard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Brady to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 5 now. Brady throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 43.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On first down, Brady. Evans has it left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. On play action, now Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Bernard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyler Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, fellas.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. 45 to Mike. 45. Mike, 45. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
A first down throw for Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 45 Mike.
Cousins now. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 33 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brady now on 1st down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff to Fournette. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 87's me, 87's me.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They find some open field here.
Making it happen,
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard, 40 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point put through by Succop. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 8 coming up.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Cousins now from the 50. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Bullshit.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. It's just
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. Steps away to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All day, baby, all day. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. 5. Hey, 66. 550.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Suck up for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I got you. Check. 45.
First down. Here's Cousins.
I got it.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Watch the 48. Watch the run. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Hey, we're good. We're good. 45.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. 20. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until...